It's your boy Rico No Suave here on a 1-2-1-2, ready to go with each and every one of you guys. Oh man, when I tell you that I'm in the holiday spirit, I feel it. It's, not just because of the hat, it's because I wore red today, everybody. I hope you guys are ready to go. Ya tu sabes, mi gente. I am super, super happy, and I hope you guys are ready to go as well, too. We get snow in Chicago, and it gets cold. But we still know how to deal with it because when it comes down to Chicago, we say, okay, go ahead and snow in the Christmas spirit, the holiday spirit, then go away because we got work to do around here. And that's because we're here on the show being real happy, everybody. So thank you guys so much for actually tuning in today. If you're waving on the TV, how are you? Good to see you. If you're here live in the chat, thank you guys so much for actually being with us as well. So thank you guys. We appreciate that support. But now I have to say, officially, happy holidays, everybody. Happy holidays from the Rico No Suave show. Yes, man, I hope you guys are ready to enjoy the festivities as far as with your family and also with your friends because it's time. It's time to have a great time and be thankful for everything for this year. And wow, this year has been going by so fast because when we get busy, time fly by fast when we're having fun, everybody. So, hey, I want you guys to make sure you enjoy yourselves, but welcome to the holiday special. All right, it's time for me to introduce this gentleman here. When I tell you when things start blazing, everybody, and when it starts blazing, it means that it's on fire, right? Because of this gentleman talent, I had the opportunity to interview him. This was at Chatham Theater, and this was like big shout out to Anton Mitchell for the Urban Short Film Festival. Every time I heard this name, his name kept coming up. I'm like, who is this guy? Everyone that I actually interviewed kept saying this gentleman's name, and I knew it was special. This gentleman is a music artist. He also is the creator of Chicagowood, Illinois. He is also a great filmmaker, and I have to tell you, hey, Key and Peele, watch out, because I told him myself that this gentleman here is amazing. He does a lot, and he also has his own show as well, too, but he's here with me on the Rico No Suave show. Put your hands together for none other than my guy, Young Blaze. Let's go. How are you, my man?
Man, I'm cooler than Polar Bear's toenails.
I'm
super cool.
Yeah, well, that's a way to tell us how we are in Chicago.
You gotta love it,
man. Young Blaze, man, welcome to the show, man. Welcome, yes, and I'm very thankful. I'm blessed that you're actually here with us today because you've done a lot for Chicago. You have a name for yourself in Chicago. And you probably have it around states as well, too. But I know from just by hearing other people and the credit that comes to you comes from afar. It comes from the heart. It comes from what people see and what people feel. So today is about you, right? Today is about you. And I'm so happy to actually have you on a show. Before we get started, Young Blaze, you got any shout-outs you want to give out to anybody out there?
Man, I want to give a shout-out to all my cast and crew on the Welcome to Chicagowood series, man, that I've been working on. Shout-out to a lot of the actors and just been putting in that work, man. You guys know who you are. It's a lot, but you guys understand that you guys help put this together.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, much love. I love that. Let's go. All right, let's get it on, man, because this hour is going to go by fast, and, time sometimes is not on that side. So, all right, let's get it on. So there's multiple talents that you have. So let's talk about there's acting, that you actually being a rapper in the music industry, and then there's the filmmaking. Now, of course, I already know what could be possibly first. But I want you to tell the audience which one came first, which one came second, and which one came third.
So music came first. Music was my baby. It's still my baby. I mean, I can make about 3 or 4 or 5 songs a day.
Let's go.
And the blessing is I was able to take that, learn how to mix and engineer, learn how to produce, and that's what kind of created my business card in music, right?
Okay.
So then that led to me filming my own music videos.
Okay.
And that's when everybody was like, yo, your video quality is crazy. Yo, have you ever thought about doing movies? And I was like, no. That's expensive. Right? I don't want to do that. I'm cool.
Sure.
But I kept coming across so many dope actors and actresses that I was like, man, y'all need to be in something that either A is quality or one of the things that made people like really gravitate to me was how fast I was able to get things done. Because like it would be a project that I guess would take some people like maybe 3 to 6 months, or maybe a year. I can get it done in a week.
Wow.
Or even less.
Yeah.
And that's where it really started to kind of really captivate people. Like, I got to work with this guy.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the order of things, you know. So it's like, and they still work together hand in hand, because
Correct.
the music helps when I do scoring with films, and I'm able to basically put my music into the film.
Yes.
So it's like, it's a synergy.
Yes,
It's a beautiful feeling.
Connecting those dots, man. Connecting those dots is very important. I think one of the things about knowing how you have multiple talents and how you put this together, I think the quality of work that you do, you see what happens from the music videos, or just being a lyricist as well too, and always thinking. And I think that's you, right?
Yeah.
Acting, right? I'm sure you act as well too.
I'm gonna
Did
be
you do
honest.
A little bit of it?
I mean, I've tried it, but I ain't gonna say I'm there yet.
That's
you know,
okay. That's
you know,
okay.
I wanna basically delve into it more further.
Okay.
You know, so that's one of the things I wanna really be a student of it. you
Okay.
know. But I mean, I have no problem with really digging into it though.
Well, you definitely know how to find the right people.
This is true.
Because you do have the eye for it, right? And the things, of course, everybody, we're going to show you exactly some trailers later on within the show.
Yeah.
But we definitely know you have an eye for talent, because you're a talent yourself, right?
yeah.
And then you also have the eye for good quality of film, right? From either music videos, or it's just the actual movies that you're putting out, right? Or the series you're putting out. Because there's one point in time where you knew that you were gifted to be able to write 5 songs within an hour, or to be able to put something on paper, to be able to say, I'm ready to write this movie or write this short.
Yeah.
When did it click for you to know, let's start out with music. When did it click for you to know that you were able to write like that?
Well, I used to be a battle rapper, believe it or not. So
Okay.
it was always about thinking on my feet and being able to, you know, have these ciphers and stuff like that. So I was that kid that was in the lunchroom, standing on the table, you know, doing my thing. Shout out to I went to Lynn Bloom.
Okay.
I went to Red Central, all these cool schools and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I was always gifted in being able to think on my feet. So then when it came to writing, you know, it was just, that was something that was like, okay, I wrote this morning, I'll write the second one, and, you know, in the afternoon, so on and so on. And then I just saw that, like, I had a cohesive project for the day.
Okay.
And then, but it wasn't until I started getting equipment to really start laying it down and really seeing how I could be efficient. So basically, I became a student of my own talent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Practicing makes perfect up
Always.
to a certain level where you're satisfied, right? But also, your satisfaction may be different from what people see on the outside when it comes to giving you that credit. Like, whoa, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Was there ever a point in your time when you were actually doing like your music and you're just like, man, that's not good enough, and somebody came to you and say, hey, that's good enough?
I think it was one of them things where, and I mean, it still happens to this day.
Sure.
Cause like sometimes I make records, and anybody that knows me and close friends, they like, look, dude, you need to just go ahead and put these records out. Cause to be honest, in my catalog, I have over 1,000 records, right?
Wow.
But I would say I professionally put out maybe like close to like 100.
Okay.
You know, and I
Okay.
tour off of these records.
Okay. Okay.
So
okay.
sometimes I just like, well, it's not the time to put it out. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? So it's never been about like whether if it's good enough, it's about the timing.
I see.
You know,
I see.
That's
Yeah.
usually kind of how I kind of view it. Because sometimes you can make a record or you see a piece of work or whatever, and it just didn't hit right then and there.
Sure.
So it's like you got to kind of captivate it at that particular type of window.
Yeah.
And then everything comes back full circle.
Do you ever think that because of, I call Young Blaze right now on demand, right? Because being on demand is being a person that they're demanding that they want to see more of Young Blaze, because you put out so much music, and because you're always thinking. Have you ever had people to say, "Hey, when is the next one coming out?" or "When is the next album coming out?" and what do you tell them? Like, what do you tell them in regards to that?
I say it's coming. Nah, it's a blessing because, you know, the thing is I get to move at my own pace.
Sure.
Because I always talk about independency.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? Because,
Yes, sir.
you know, you want to make sure that what you're doing, you feel good about it. You
Yeah.
don't want to just put it out because, well, I got to put it out today. I got to put it out. So it's like I always really believe in, moving at a pace that your fans appreciate.
Sure.
People you inspire appreciate.
Yes, sir.
Because, you don't want to be that person that just like, it seems like you're just putting out so much. So what they call it being oversaturated.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the worst thing, to be in a situation where you have something special. And because, if you think about some of the greats, like you think about Prince or thinking about Michael Jackson, like what really made them unique was that you didn't get too much of them like that.
Yes.
It made you want more,
Yes.
to see exactly what's, and Prince, he wasn't really like a social media dude. So he was always really eclectic of how he moved. And you were just like, man, I wonder what this is. I never heard this. Where can I find this?
Right.
So I've always kind of learned how to balance.
That's awesome, man. Speaking of balancing, let's go to the next part. So the next part is when it comes down to balancing music, film, and then also production, because production is also within your music videos, and you got the filming of movies, right? How does Young Blaze know how, and I get this question a lot, how does he know how to find the time to balance all three of them?
Man, to be honest, having an amazing relationship with God too.
Yes,
that's first and foremost.
Yes,
because
sir.
you want to be a superhuman, but sometimes you like, okay, I need to really kind of go step. You can't skip the steps. You gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way down to it.
Yes, sir.
But to balance, man, just having good people around you.
Okay.
Having some people that can share that workload too.
Okay.
So that way, I'm never in a situation where I'm just kind of really like feeling so like, man, I'm tired, and now it's starting to feel like work.
Okay.
That's the last thing you want. That's the last thing you want, something that you love to do start feeling like.
Yes, sir.
Because when you start making it feel like work, you're going to start kind of being sloppy with it.
Yes.
You're going to start making excuses for it.
Yes, sir.
So for me, balance is always key as far as being able to, have people around you to be able to kind of pull and bounce off of. And somebody saying, I can take the workload for you.
Delegation.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I think that's because, but since you're the sole owner of a lot of those projects, and they know that you're the leader, Young Blaze, of all of these projects, and it's good because you know how to delegate that, and people will probably still ask you, how do you find time to delegate? You know what I mean? Like, how do you really put that together? So from a business standpoint, and you don't have to give all of the secrets, but someone that wants to get into the shoes of knowing how to balance all three, what would you tell them in regards to, if you're into music and you're actually following my same path, what foundation would you tell them that they actually need to have on that level?
Discipline first.
Yeah.
And being a student of your own talent. And I really, really stress that very thoroughly, because when you have that confidence, you can go into any conversation. You can go into any meeting and talk your stuff.
Let's go.
And that's really what it boils down to. Because if you ever see somebody that's like, well, I just started acting or just started this, they're a little unsure, right?
Sure.
So the conversation is like you have to pull from them to kind of get something. But when you can tell that they put in that work and they became a student of their talent, it's like the conversation is just flow. It'll just flow. Because now they know exactly what they want to talk about, how they want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I would say discipline, being a student of your own talent, and patience. Yeah, that's key.
That's key. Patience is the big thing. And they say patience is a virtue, but it's more than just a virtue, because there's so many things coming at you when you're on demand, right?
Yeah.
And I think because people have to go through you first, and then you know what to delegate. But I think the patience. What about creativity? Because you're a very creative person when it comes to things that you write about, right? And also what you put on film. Creativity. What would you say to someone that's brand new in the game in regards to what path they should go down with creativity?
Man, that's kind of hard, because it's like creativity hits everybody differently.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, creativity may spark watching a movie.
Okay.
Or just having a conversation.
Yep.
Because something me and you can talk about can lead to me like, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me put that into something. Let me formulate that. And any of my friends know when they come over to my studio, and anybody in particular that comes over to hang out, they call my studio like, it's like the Twilight Zone, because like an hour turns into like 6, 7, 8 hours. And little do you know, we just like, they like, where the time went? But we done talked about like maybe 10, 15 ideas, creatively, you know what I'm saying? So that leaves a person feeling inspired. So that conversation can lead to an environment of being inspired and creating just this natural aura of just being out there to say, look, let's work on this tomorrow.
I like that.
Because that's usually what happens. When people leave my studio, it's like, hey, what you doing tomorrow? Want to shoot a movie tomorrow? So it's like, I would say, honestly, though, just for a person that's trying to start out, is really understand what your circle is made out of.
Gotcha.
Because that way you can always have a conversation and especially if it's a positive conversation, then that leads to more creativity.
Yeah.
And I would say read too. Reading always kind of is exercising for the brain.
Oh, yes.
So,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Cool. There's so much to talk about to be able to go off of that, right? But you know, time is not on our side. Everybody, it's your boy Rigo No Suave, my man, with Young Blaze. Man, I tell you, man, it's so great to have you here. Let's talk about you brought up the word independent, right? And that rolls into the philosophy on independence, quality, and building your own lane. Because you had multiple things that you actually do, right? Yeah. And within those things, you have multiple things that you do.
Yeah.
How do you? What's the philosophy behind that in order for you to be able to come out great in those areas? As
far as on the independent level,
yeah,
or just
on the independent.
I mean, really understanding your business, understanding what works for you, because your business is not going to work for me.
Sure.
You know, anybody else's business may work for you, but you really have to kind of tune in and hone in and say, this is what I like. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know, so usually, like when I'm looking to put out, you know, some work or whatever the case may be, I want to look at it as where, like, how can I use this as something like a library of my work to exist later for somebody else to be able to come in and say, hey, how can I license that?
Yeah.
You know, I've been blessed, man, to be in situations to where, you know, I got records that have paid my bills, that take care of my bills and things like that.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, when I was younger, the key was, I want to be signed, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then it's like when you kind of know better, it's hard for you to act ignorant.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of times where I was just like, okay, let me understand how the value of my talent works.
Yeah.
You know, because I can talk to you about the creating all day, but then when you ask somebody to put a value to it, it's hard for them to quantify that, right?
Yeah.
Because you've never been in a situation. Like right now, if you ask somebody like, hey, so how much do you charge for this, that, and the third? If they never done it, they're gonna be like, you tell me. Or they might feel a little bit embarrassed, or they might feel like, I don't want to say because it's a little. No, so it's like once you start really kind of understanding your value, your worth, that goes back to the confidence. That goes back to having conversations with people that inspire you to be able to say, hey, this is how we can move in this direction.
Yeah. The one thing that I've learned in the business itself is when you first make that first step of actually charging someone of your talent, for example, as an MC, right? Not MC microphone checker, but MC as for events, right? To be able to know when you do your first event to see exactly what response you get back from that starts to add for value, right? And then you say, okay, well, I know I charge this person this. The more you start doing is building that experience where you actually said, okay, so what is the average, right? What is the average that I should charge for someone that knows how good my quality is? And then the more you do it, I think the better it gets, right, in regards to the quality and also for your work as well, too.
Yeah.
The value of the films is totally different than the regular entertainment, right? So with you, in regards to, of course, the credibility that you get back for what people see, right, from you, how do you compare your value or the influence of your value of your films that you put out there, and then also from your music videos? How do you look at the value of those over time?
I mean, it depends on how it's basically influencing people, right? Because to me, value can mean so many different things. Like a value could be somebody that's like, hey, I was going through this and going through that, but when I saw this or heard this, it made me do this and feel better. So that value is different versus somebody that's like, hey, the value in that basically made me realize that, you know, I used to think negatively about this, that, and the third. So it gave them a different perspective.
Yeah.
Or it created a conversation piece.
Yeah.
You know, like the value right now, me and you talking. Like I've created some value to what you saw, to where you said, hey, I want to bring you on this show.
Yes, sir.
So that's value.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So it's quantified in so many different ways.
Yeah.
So whether it's another actor that's looking at my work and say, I want to work with that guy.
Yes, sir.
I just created some value for that person. And the same way goes too, when I see that person and that individual, that actor, and I say, look, I like what I just saw you in this film, that's value for me. Now the question is, what do I do with it? How do I take it and basically expand on that value?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think that's where it goes back to what we talked about with finding the right talent, right? How you have a niche of finding the right talent for people that you've seen, right? And that's not very like often that you will find someone that it takes a while, right? Which goes to my next question. Everything is flowing, man. Everything is flowing here, and that's what I'm loving about it.
Nice.
The creative concept behind where dreams audition but nightmares land the role. Speaking of audition, so let's talk about that, the creative concept behind that.
So that is the tagline to my series, Welcome to Chicagowood, Illinois.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, it gives you a little bit of insight of just kind of like the things that people in Chicago deal with, we're trying to get on, as they say. Right?
Okay,
You know, because
yeah.
everybody has a dream. Everybody wants to basically be in a position of either power, either influence.
Yes, sir.
But the question is, you get that role, what comes with it? Are you ready for what comes with it?
Yeah.
So I kind of, in this series, kind of expose a little bit of the funny issues that happen, like whether it's a situation where you get somebody's number and y'all connect and be like, yo, we need to connect. And then it's like you call that person and they never pick up. And you're like, what just happened? So little do you know, it might be a weird entity that's stopping you guys from connecting.
Yeah.
And so I kind of get to make fun of that in this series. So
Okay.
I get to kind of make fun of all the tropes that, individuals deal with, trying to get on in this industry. Because like Chicago is industry within itself, whether people want to recognize, acknowledge it itself.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Because
sir.
you got Hollywood, you got New York, Atlanta. So,
Yep.
even Detroit. So, but Chicagowood, is a term that is coined to be able to say, hey, we are our own industry.
Yeah.
And I get a chance to kind of explore a little bit of the entities inside of it.
Yes, sir.
But I give it to you in a smart way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I think before we go to a commercial break, I think we're almost getting there, man. It's the timing, boy. I tell you, the timing goes by fast. So, with your films itself, because, I'm a music head. I love music and I love films, right? But when I saw your work and I'm seeing exactly how you put things together to make people think,
Yeah.
but also be like, where did that come from?
that just
Oh,
happened.
that's crazy. Right? That's awesome. I mean, I think having that niche and making the audience feel a certain way, and I told and I'll keep saying it because you're definitely on your road there. If not, you there right now. That Key and Peele, right? So Jordan Peele, right, is how he makes like horror films.
Yeah.
When you think a comedian like himself wouldn't have a mindset to go the opposite way. When I saw, and we're gonna show this, Facing Your Demons, right? We're gonna show that shortly, but that piece of how you manipulate it for people to think that they're just doing something one way and it comes out a different way.
Yeah.
And people don't think about it, right? And this is what happens though. And I'm not going to tell the whole audience in regards to what it's about, but that happens across the world in regards to people showing their true colors. And I'm so glad that you actually put that out there for people to be able to also name check themselves, right? To be able to say, man, I actually need to look at myself in the mirror because what that person just did there, that sounded like me all of a sudden. You know, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's crazy. But I'm so glad that you actually brought that out as well too. And then some of the actors in there, I know. Jay
Nicholson.
Yeah.
So she's an amazing actress, man. And she actually used to be my makeup artist for real.
Okay.
So she would do the makeup on a lot of music videos I did and things like that.
Yes, sir.
So just kind of give a little context, the whole thing about Facing Your Demons is about, being around people, making sure that you can control and be aware of your energy.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes you guys ever been in a situation where you might say, hey, I want to, it's like every time when I go around these people, it's like my energy is kind of down. Because, this person's kind of influencing you a little bit.
Yeah.
And, sometimes, depending on the circumstances, you need to kind of check your environment. Yeah. And, like I said, it goes back to like this whole series is me basically kind of shedding light on a lot of the tropes that, you hear in, the corners of your mind, like,
yes, sir.
Because, it gets real. But yeah, shout out to Jay Nicholson. David Walker, Gabrielle Levine, she's everybody, man. They did their thing to be able to come through with doing that, man. And shout out to Gigi, aka Girl Goat. Yeah, she was my PA as well as helping me with putting that together and things like that, man. So it's been a blessing.
Yeah, Patrick. I think Patrick Deal was in that, and then what's my girl's name? With the glasses.
T-Mac, aka
T-Mac.
Charlie.
Yeah. That's my roll down right there, T-Mac.
Yeah.
Everybody, we got to go to commercial break. You got my man Young Blaze with us live, everybody. Hey, we're going to show you a commercial, and then we're going to go right into that trailer of Facing Your Demons, everybody. So I want you guys to enjoy. Let's get it. Darling.
Jay, are you okay?
Yeah. Hi, ladies.
Miss Simpson.
I know how good you guys are gonna make me look.
I just always wanted to make a difference and give some people the opportunities I never had.
Miss Simpson, everything okay?
So he left you in charge of this major responsibility.
I have the balls to speak.
Okay,
Fuck all people.
Is you crazy? It's like some weird get out shit.
Walk up to the next person you see and smack the
The self-help guru does not remember saying such things, but has checked herself into rehab for treatment.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Come on, man. Hey. When I tell you guys are not ready for Young Blaze, and I hope you are ready for Young Blaze after you seen the actual trailer for Facing Your Demons, and we got more to come. I have to say, when I saw the full version of this, it was amazing.
Thank you.
You know what? It makes it even more amazing of people that I've actually talked to before and saw them in there. It makes you even more proud, right?
Yeah.
But the way that you display them, the way that the quality of that is, and you guys tell us if you're actually talking to the TV as well too, or if you're actually on the live chat, make sure you let us know in regards to what you think about the trailer itself, because the quality itself is amazing.
Thank you.
The way you transition and the way it's almost like you're exceeding the expectations of what a filmmaker is, right? And it's good to know that because that's from Chicago, right? And being able to put that through. How long did it take for you to be able to put this together, just this segment by itself?
Man, realistically, I would say if we didn't have any gaps in time, and what I mean by that is because people have everyday lives and jobs and things like that, but realistically, I would say far as from editing to filming, color grading, sound design, about a month.
Wow.
About a month. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many hours per day did you put in order to make that month or meet that deadline of the month?
Well, the filming part was the easiest, right?
Okay.
Because I run a really cool ship when it comes down to creating. I make sure everybody's comfortable. Anybody that works with me, it's like I spoil them a little bit because it's I've already worked. I already sat and talked with you, right? So now when we get there, we don't have to figure out and sit down and figure each other out.
Right.
Everybody kind of knows each other, right? So that was the easiest part. I would say, as far as within editing, I was up every day getting it in, working, editing, color grading, sound design, and one of the things too, I did it in in a format called Dolby Digital Atmos.
Okay.
So, I have different versions of it. So certain theaters, when they do play it, they get the surround sound, full effect.
Yeah.
So I had to learn all that, man. So
That's good.
It's a beautiful thing. Like I said, it goes back to being disciplined, having patience, and being a student of your own talent.
Yeah. Let's talk about troubleshooting, because that's things that comes up when it comes to obstacles and things that get in the way. How does Young Blaze deal with, because it kind of goes into the process of writing, filming, directing, editing, scoring, and color grading. In different parts, there is when you're writing, you get, you know, what do you call that? Writer's block.
Yeah.
Right? And then, you know, you got the film and you're like, did I really want to do that? I want to modify.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? You got directing. Did I really want to put that person right there? Or what should I do? The editing piece, of course, that comes with natural as far as, man, dang, is this going to work or not? How does Young Blaze work through all of that when troubleshooting different parts?
Man, I tell you, it's every time is a new experience. Because I can be honest, it's never something that goes 100%. And anybody in the cast and crew will tell you. But because I'm good at thinking on my feet,
Yes, sir.
for what might seem like either a mistake or something that didn't happen for us,
Yeah.
the audience will never know, because the way we smoothly just made it seem natural. It
Awesome.
was like you would think that it was supposed to happen. I mean, because, you know, it was times where, you know, we, you know, people, we're human. So we had situations come up where, you know, this happened in this person's life, this, that, and the third. So we
Sure.
had to kind of like pivot.
Yeah.
And that goes back to me being really good at thinking on my feet. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? From being the artist that can freestyle and being able to come up with something on the spot. So it'll be times where it's like, okay, we have to change up dynamically. I even have a scene behind the scenes of that particular clip where we were in a room. And the first day I went to go see the location, it was a beautiful location. And when I went back, the day we started filming, it was a train that was running. They were doing construction downstairs, and you could hear the soul buzzing. And we just like, how are we finna figure this out? So I'm just like, okay, cool. And shout out to Gabrielle Levine. She was like, man, I'm finna go down and tell them shut the hell up. It's crazy, but we got through it. But I knew deep down inside, like I was gonna have to really rely on my engineering techniques. So I was able to, and I showed the audience too. It's a clip that I showed them how it sounded on the raw side of it, where it was all these sounds, and how I had to go in and clean it up.
Nice.
But like I said, that goes back to my engineering skills, because like I would produce my own music and things like that. So it was like I was able to utilize that for, you know, that particular segment.
That's
So troubleshooting is always is going to happen. So that's a skill within itself to be able to say, okay, how I got to approach this.
I like that.
You
I
see?
like
You
that.
see?
Now, if you take it from that standpoint of troubleshooting, you had to be able to learn it from somewhere. So let's take it from the music standpoint. When you actually, like if you're outside and you're shooting a music video, and you got the train that's coming by.
Yeah.
Where was it? How long did it take for you to realize, hey, this is, how much research did it take for Young Blaze to figure that out and say, oh man, this is how I need to, you know, condense that sound so it won't affect what we're doing?
Just trial and error just on other things, right? So
Yeah.
I would kind of always be in scenarios where I'm just always studying and learning new techniques and new skill sets to be able to say, what would I do in case this happens? What can I do just in case that happens? Let's say, for example, we're using microphones and the microphones are starting to act up and cut out. So now I got to figure out a way, but before I always test everything out.
Yeah.
I run scenarios through in my mind before we get there. You know? And it's almost like how a tactician thinks, you know? Like, it's just like, you got to really kind of understand, like, your opponent, so to speak.
Yes,
you know What I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes, sir.
So I've always been very competitive, too. So
Yeah,
it's like, I want to learn my opponent.
Yes,
So
sir.
my opponent in this case is just in case the microphones are acting crazy. We got a bunch of sound crazy stuff going on.
Yeah.
Or it might be a situation where we not, you know, one of the actors may not have shown up because of something that happened. So I got to figure out a way to, you know, not make that a big deal.
I see. I like that, man. I like that. We got to say, you know, we definitely got to we got a lot of people that's actually in the audience checking us out right now. What's up, Brian Russman? How's it going? We got our King 6996. It said it was a great movie. We're talking about facing your demons. Yes, thank you so much. Appreciate that. And then absolutely. Oh, so our King comes back. Absolutely amazing. My daughter is in the movie. So if you can tell us who your daughter is so we can make sure we give a shout out as well too. We appreciate you guys a lot. We got Donna Marie Berg checking us out. She says, great answers. This is wisdom. Young Blaze with your answer. Discipline, be your talent student. So being your student of your own talent, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Donna Marie Bird. And a lot of you guys is actually checking in as well too. We said, yay. She said, yay, a guest here with Rico on the set. Because most of my guests usually is virtual. And, of course, we got to bring somebody in.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for actually tuning in, everybody. But you're here with none other than my man, Young Blaze. Oh, Vanessa, I'm sorry, Ventasia?
There we go.
Yeah,
There we go.
Fantasia is her
Yes.
name. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, thank you
Yes,
guys.
She is definitely in it. Shout out. She's in the very first chapter, which is In a World. Shout out to Dewan Austin Jr.
Yeah.
That's, man, they did their thing in that one.
Let's go.
But yes, man, that's the thing about this series. It's a journey.
Yeah.
You know, I'm taking it from beginning to, you know, I want to do 10 episodes. Right now we're at 3.
Okay.
But I want to get it bigger and bigger and bigger.
Let's go.
You know,
And
so-
it will get there, man. As fast as you going. Like, you on demand, for real.
And the one thing too, I saw
Yes,
somebody
sir.
said, is it scary?
Yeah.
So I don't really do horror and anything like that, but it's more psychological. I like
Okay.
to create things that are very grounded, but at the same time, it's like, did that just happen?
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
sometimes just be like, things can be scary because of the situation that you're in life.
Yeah,
It can
yeah.
be scary because you don't know exactly what's going to happen when you got this role and now this pressure is hitting you. You know, that can be scary.
Yes,
but
sir.
I mostly move in the psychological aspect.
Gotcha. Man, I like that. I like that. Last but not least, before we go to another commercial break, time is flying by fast.
Man, it
Young
is.
Blaze, man, it's blazing right now.
That's
That's
how
what
we
we're
do
doing.
it.
That's what we're doing. Chicago entertainment ecosystem that you're building.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Man, I think Chicago, well, I don't want to say think, I know Chicago needs to be to the forefront. You know, we've always had this negative stereotype of like, I mean, you know, what's going on in Chicago, things are weird, whatever, violence, whatever, and I get it. A lot of cities have that too, and for whatever reason, we tend to take on the moniker of that. But I believe, and I know for a fact, Chicago has so much talent, so
Yeah.
many people that deserve opportunity. I just want to be able to set the stage for you to be able to showcase. Because I know what it's like to be in a situation to be talented, or to be in a situation where people are like, yo, I went to school for this and I did this and then that and the third, and all I got is debt now. Or I don't know how to put it here in a place where people are like, yo, I appreciate that.
I see.
So I want to be able to work with people to learn exactly how we can make this bigger. Because, excuse me, one time somebody asked me, they was like, man, you Blaze, you do so much. You know, how do you give opportunities for other people? And I said, you gotta understand something. I do a lot because I want to understand the language.
Yeah.
I want to respect the field. I don't want to basically have a sound person come by and my conversation with them is like, yeah, take that one thing and put it with the one thing. No, I want to say, yeah, no, let's get the microphones.
Yeah,
Let's do a
right.
mic check. Let's go ahead and see what kind of labs we're using. I want to speak the language.
Yes,
you know?
sir.
I want to be able to have a conversation with the cinematographer
Yes,
because
sir.
I'm like, okay, this is the type of lenses we're using, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
So I want to respect the craft and speak the language of who, you know, who's taking that time to learn it.
Yes, sir.
You know.
I think the ecosystem is being a professor
Yeah.
at what you're doing to tell people this is the way you should go about doing it and help them learn hands-on experience.
Yeah.
Right? I think building the ecosystem also comes where, you know, we say Chicago has talent, which we do.
Yeah.
Right? And you're a prime example of that, right? Because of you do multiple things. And I think it hit a lot during COVID, during COVID time where people didn't know what they were about.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't know what they wanted to get into until they sat back and realized that, hey, this is what I want to do. But being able to be that professor like yourself, to be able to bring somebody in and be able to show them this is the way you want to be able to do it,
Yeah.
what we talk about, value,
Yeah.
right? Adding that value as far as to what people should see themselves as,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that's the thing I love about the ecosystem that you're building. But I think the ecosystem is, people don't know what that ecosystem is until they meet Young Blaze, right? Or they meet someone like yourself,
Yeah.
right? That's helping them out. So I like that, man. I like that. Man, we're going to go to commercial break, man. We're going to go to commercial break, everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves right now. Hey, Mary Q Angel was amazing as well.
Yes.
So thank
Shout out
you.
to Mary Q Angel. She
Yeah.
is an amazing actor, director. Like she does her thing. She's wonderful, and she's in Facing Your Demons, man.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're here with none other than my boy, Young Blaze. Yes, and your boy, Rico No Suave. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, we're going to take this commercial break, and then we got a trailer for you guys to watch. Let's go. Bye.
Feeling sluggish? Struggling with stubborn weight and visceral fat? It's time to reset with Fupa Water. Packed with powerhouse ingredients like spirulina, turmeric, and aloe vera, Fupa Water is your daily detox and hydration boost all in one. Flush out toxins, energize your body, and say goodbye to that stubborn belly fat. Ready to feel lighter and stronger? Get yours today at fupawater.com. And for a limited time, use code RNSS for the Rico No Suave show and get an additional 10% off.
Hello?
Hey,
So how the job been treating you?
it's
Starting today, you all get raises and promoted.
That interior is nice.
yeah, it's custom made. I just work too much.
I see you are good at what you do.
Something like that.
Get situated. I'll see you on Monday.
Unique looking box.
We're done here. Damn, do you ever sleep? It's like you live here or something.
There's something off about this place. Every time something happens, this symbol pops up in my head.
What was that?
My name is Myra. You hired me as a music consultant.
Hey, what happened to Myra?
Myra who?
I think this all links to her.
And I'd just like to thank Miss Boss Lady for stopping by.
I don't think this is the right place for you.
What do you mean?
You set me up.
Okay, next.
There's some things that appear how they appear to be. And
Perfect!
I just need to know where you got the boxes.
I love it. You got the role.
Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Man, bro, once again, I'm giving you love every single time I see your films, man, because it takes a lot to be able to do what you're doing for film.
thank you.
For yourself, it might seem like you have that template, you got that foundation, you know exactly what you want. For others, when they try to step into your shoes, it's like, what am I getting myself into?
Yeah.
That's a lot to actually be able to pull something like that together. Let's talk a little bit about as far as the actor. Well, David Walker, I saw David Walker was in there as well too,
Yeah.
putting this together as well. As far as how long did this one take to be able to put this, because you had a lot of actors in this one as well.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna try to come off the top of a lot of the people that sent it. So shout out
Sure.
to Sherelle Brown, shout out to David Walker, Sharice Eaglin, Brittany Williams, Paradise Blue. Man, it's so many people that's in this one. But
Yeah.
the thing about it was, I would say this was about a month as well.
Oh wow,
It's about a month as well. It was a lot more hands-on, a lot more
Okay.
locations.
Yeah,
I would say it took about a month to actually film it and a month to be done with it.
I see.
Give or take.
Oh, 2 months.
Yeah, so realistically, because I want to make sure, because one thing too, I want to make sure the quality is on point.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Milan V. Parker.
Let's go.
Jay Davis. It's a lot of people that's in this, man, that really shined and did their thing.
Yeah.
But this one is pretty much Sharice, aka Miss Boss Lady. Her character is like a female P. Diddy. Without all the weirdness though.
Right.
But she has that aura about her that is just very over the top.
Yes, sir.
And she's kind of like the epitome of that person that wants to get into this industry,
Yeah.
but you got to go through her.
Let's go.
And she kind of dictates exactly how far you go and how far you don't go.
Yeah.
And it's like what you're willing to do to make it. So, and once again, like I said, I kind of get a chance to make fun of all the tropes that people hear about trying to make it in this industry.
Yeah.
Because we should get to a point, man, where the talent is going to outweigh the gatekeepers.
Come on, man.
Come
on, man. You're talking about something special. I mean, seriously, I think when you're talking about something special like this, I've always said this at a younger age.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said, and people told me this, it's about who you know in order for you to get there. And I said, no, I want my talent to shine so I can be able to get there so people can recognize who I am, so they can tell other people about me. And then my talent shows in regards to that. And what you just said right there is a key representation of what it should be like.
Yeah.
It's very important. I mean, people, and guys, if you have your talent that's out there, I'm talking to you guys. If you guys know that talent is there, you keep working on the talent, and hopefully then when they see your talent and they know exactly what you can do, your talent speaks more than someone else just having to tell somebody else, yeah, you should go. No, let them interview yourself to them, and then let them see exactly your talent. I'm so glad you're on the same page with me on that one.
I'm trying to tell you, like, shout out to Patrick Dill too.
Patrick Dill.
He cut those trailers for me.
Oh, nice.
He was able to go in and make them trailers shine and do their thing, man. So that was a blessing right there. But the one thing I've always told people, because one thing I always hear, and I mean, I'm pretty sure you've heard this, that it's a lot of gatekeepers. It's a lot of gatekeepers or whatever.
Yep.
Then my thing is learn how gates work. Try to figure out how to take it off the hinges.
Get that
Learn,
key.
study all the gates.
Yes, sir.
So that way, at one point, it's like, man, they're like, this kid keeps getting in. Like,
sir.
it's like we can't stop him out because he created a toolkit
Yep.
and he's learning how to take gates off the hinges.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, that's really my ideology when it comes to doing things. Because I was, the person that a lot of people sometime in the beginning would count out.
Yep.
But I realized I was like, well, I just count on myself.
Yep.
So then that attracts people to your world, to your bubble.
Yep.
And at that point, then you start kind of weeding out people like, okay, this is not conducive to my mission. This person here is conducive to my mission. Then now you're able to kind of delegate.
Yeah.
You're able to understand who is definitely somebody that's part of your journey.
Nice. Love it, man. Let's talk about something that's part of your mission, which is the viral music career and international touring.
Yeah.
It's a big mission.
It is.
Because when you go international,
Yeah.
that's a big mission.
Man.
You touch a lot of people's hearts in different cultures.
Yeah.
In different countries. Let's talk about that.
Man, I've been to, and I'm actually going out of the country the end of this year. It's getting close. But the thing is, I go to Copenhagen, Denmark. I go to Sweden. I go to Germany.
Let's go.
Been to Paris. I've been to Bahrain. I was in Manama. It's just it's just a blessing to just see your music and what you create touch people.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been always blessed to be in unique situations. Like my very, very first big show was in the Middle East. It was in Bahrain.
Wow.
It was like 5,000 people. And that video is on YouTube too. So
Let's
if you guys
go.
ever want to watch it, put in Young Blaze Does Bahrain.
Yeah.
And one thing about me, I like to document everything I do.
Good.
So that was crazy because I didn't even think I was, really doing much like that. But then come to find out, like I was just that's the epitome of putting out so many records and doing so much. And then even though at the time I didn't see it, but what was happening was bubbling in other places.
Okay.
So when they reached out to me to come over there and do a tour and do shows and stuff like that, I was like, who, me?
You're right. That's awesome, man.
Yeah. So it's blessed that I get a chance to like live best of both worlds. Cause like, I'm not really chasing fame. I'm not into trying to be super duper famous. So I get a chance to go overseas and do my thing and then come back home. I'm like Superman Clark Kent.
Let's go.
So,
well, Superman was famous. And Young Blaze's name is famous. And I have to tell you that for you to be able to go international, and for someone to ask you to go international, a lot of famous people do that. And to be honest, you might not want it to happen, but it is going to happen.
I mean, I put it like this: regardless of the fact, regardless of how it moves, I want to make sure I make a difference.
Yes, sir.
Make sure it's something positive
with a purpose.
Right? Exactly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I think that's what makes you even more famous, is because you're doing it with a purpose that touch people that's going through the same things in their lives. That makes you even more humble, right?
Yeah.
And it makes you have that passion as well. Oh man, we down to the last few, man. And what I have to say is there's a gold plaque achievement, speaking of famous and award-winning, and millions of stream on Spotify. Now, of course, now you also have a talk show, right? You also do a talk show now. Is that also on Spotify as well, too?
No, so right now we're on YouTube, and I bring it back going into next year. It's called Acting Chicagolywood.
Okay.
So I pretty much bring on a lot of actors in Chicago that are doing something, and I don't believe in politics, so it's not like you got to know this person, know this person. I just got to know your talent.
Yes, sir.
And then I get a chance to sit there and understand who you are. I don't care if you was a person that just was doing this, like you had a small role on Chicago PD.
Yep.
I mean, somebody wants to understand that story.
Yeah.
Yes, and
sir.
I get to learn too. I get to understand exactly like the things, because I'm a student of this. So I get a chance to kind of learn through this person, this individual,
Yes, sir.
and the third.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is it RIAA?
As far as the
Gold
certified.
packaging. Yeah.
Yes.
What is that?
Recording industry can't remember exactly what it
Sure.
was, but they basically kind of take your records and basically quantify it as how many you've sold. And stuff
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So they certify you the platinum and gold and diamond and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I've been blessed.
So gold.
I'm gold.
Okay,
I have a
come
gold-
on, man.
I have a gold record.
Let's go.
It's called That Girl Ain't Cute.
Let's
So-
go. Let's go. Let's go. But that gold is cute.
Hey.
And shining, right?
Yeah,
I like that.
Shout
man.
out to Ellie Joka. She's on the record with me, and
Let's
it was an amazing record, man. And we shot the music video for that in Copenhagen, Denmark. So
Okay.
that's where she is. So,
Nice.
So we was able to come together with that record.
Yeah.
And just create this fun record that just did some things. And if you guys ever bored, just go on YouTube, put Young Blaze Does Denmark or whatever.
Let's go.
You get to see how that kind of transpired.
I like that. The one thing I like before we get down to the last question, I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves because we're having a blast over here. When it comes to you being able to work with different personalities, some people might not have that Blaze personality. How are you able to cope with someone that can be shy, someone that can be just nice and smooth, not like Rico No Suave, and then someone that's just out there and just crazy, right? There's so many different ways of dealing with personalities. How does Young Blaze deal with that?
Just a conversation. It's sort of like therapy, right?
Yeah.
That's why when people come to my studio, that's what I said. It's like it turns into like this wormhole where they like, where the time went?
Yeah.
So I get a chance to really sit down with you and understand you because sometimes it wasn't meant for me to work with you right then.
Yeah.
Because you're on the path of still learning yourself.
I see.
So, or I can kind of pinpoint when I talk with you, I can kind of pinpoint, like the church folks like to call it a little gift of discernment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can kind of discern like what you're lacking.
Yeah.
I can kind of discern what you need, but at the same time, it's like it wouldn't make sense for me to give it to you.
Yeah.
Or help you right now
Yep.
because you're still trying to figure out what you want.
That's right.
Exactly. So instead of that, I just keep a relationship with you. Because, and some people that's in my film, they'll tell you, like, it took a while for me to actually even put them in this film. Shout out to Eugene Bracey.
Okay.
Like, he was a guy that basically, like, hit me up years ago. He's like, man, can you put me in something? And it didn't make sense at the time for me to put him in something because I didn't have nothing appropriate for him.
Yeah.
And then eventually it worked out. So sometimes, like I said, it goes back to the season, the timing, and and patience.
Let's go.
See how it comes all back around?
I see it. I love it, man. I love it, man.
Yeah.
And I love it because we are therapists. Even when
Yeah.
I have people sit in my seat,
Yeah.
sit in the seat here, just like yourself, understanding you, understanding your flow,
Yeah.
but understanding you as a person. You might, get teary-eyed on some areas, and I'm like there with you,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
some people might just be overly excited. I'm there with you. So I think that's really awesome. Last but not least, your current upcoming releases, next chapter of the films, new music, new events. It's a package deal right there.
Yeah, man. So the next project I got coming out, my next album is called The Corners of a Circle.
Okay.
I like unique titles. as you
Yeah, I
see.
see. It's all good.
My goal is to start up production for Welcome to Hollywood, Illinois, going into like February, March, April area, and I want to like really I want to knock these 7 episodes out.
Okay.
Yeah, man, and I just want to meet more actors, man. I want to meet more actors. I just want to work with more people that have the talent. I want to work with that person that's like, man, I feel like it ain't working out for me, or they feel like it's taking a while for them to get where they need to get to. I want to work with that person because I know exactly what you're missing or what's that hunger.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
So I just want to be in a situation to be able to say, I got something for you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I love that, man. That's what I love about you. I mean, because I think that's why your name is coming out of everyone's mouth when I talk to them.
Yeah.
Right? Even when I interview them on a red carpet, big shout out to my man Anton Mitchell, Urban
Shout
Short
out to
Film
Anton
Festival.
Mitchell.
I have to say that, when I interviewed a lot of people, it was like, oh, I did something with Young Blaze. I did something with Young Blaze because your mission is their mission.
Yeah.
And you're putting them on as far as that journey. So, but my journey right now is to be able to play a video,
Okay.
a music video,
Yeah.
hip hop.
Talk to me.
Yeah, this is what we do. We're going to rewind it back.
man. Shout out to Rich Law.
Rich Law.
Shout out to Curtis Kincaid.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
Curtis Kincaid killed it on the guitar. I had him come in and do his thing. Rich Law is my cousin. I came to him. I said, yo, and what's so crazy is we did that record, I want to say over 10 years ago.
Okay.
And then I just decided to remix it, revamp it, re-engineer it.
Yeah.
And then we came out with a new version, which is the version that you're about to play.
Let's go. Everybody, hey, we about to play Rewind It Back, and then we're going to come up and end off the holiday show. Everybody, enjoy this video. It's called Rewind It Back. Let's go, darling.
I think we're gonna keep it at essence right here. So what we gonna do right here is go back. I goes by the name Young Blaze. Yeah. Chi-Town, what up? Real hip hop. NY, what up? Home of people, what up? We're taking it back to the flows and the lyrics on this one. So show 'em how it's done.
I set it off like the Queen of Miss Pinkett, so don't even think it's 50 shots quick as you think you can blink. Metaphorical assassin, spit rhymes with a passion. It's greater than a headache when you allergic to aspirin. I'm full blasting and backwood passing. Put zippers on haters' lips that just refuse to be fastened. You rappers is has-beens, you lacking lyricism. I'm like Eric B and Rakim, I'm hitting you with the rhythm. Come and get them if you want them, I got plenty to give them. Chickens kicking with them, get drunk and just can't wait to go hit them. Hollywood francais, oui, mi amor, muy bien. Pippin' in every city I'm in. It don't matter what race or creed. This 9.5 is guaranteed to give them a good taste indeed. Pace your speed, lay back and let me take the lead. As I proceed to blast off, mommy taste the seed. Mommy taste the weed, I'm a product of street hate and greed. Seriously, you need to be taking heed. I'm a beast, and if you want it, you can come get a piece. I'm killing cyphers with this flow, I'm leaving rappers deceased. Military inebriated, lyrical tech 9. Yeah, they gon' piss on your lyrics, but they gon' respect mine. I check rhymes, about to do a meal in less time. Manifest nothing less but the best press with wine. Blaze!
Take that and rewind it back. 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 Take that and rewind it back.
It's the prodigal son, night wonder, the savior. Hip hop, what up? Quantum era here to save ya. The moves is major, the flow is unpredictable. I come from a city of killers who quick to get rid of you. I'm Chi-Town's best, minus the rest. Call me your highness, unless you want me to leave your spine. My line is they poking the finest and smoking the earth with the purple lining. Look, I gotta keep 2 clips when I'm out here grinding. The game is so not told. We make hits, I don't flip birds, bricks, and hit chickens with fake ticks. I take trips, double-digit figures bigger than 6, giving haters double vision when I wiggle my little wrist. No breather, I'm eager to get rich and do it quickly. Let off like a M60, Corpus Christi, golden and tip me. Thorazine mean, I'm shifty. I metamorph into something green like Bill Bixby. Simply not the one that you wanna come test, homie. You blast from the burner, leaving you with one less, homie. No best on me, but I stay with the Smith and West, homie. Reppin' and shot from West into the Allen and Stony. I shake phonies, call me the ace of spade of rap. Difference is I made the flow, you made the trap. It's QE, we taking over and invading the map. With Young Blaze on the track, take that and rewind back.
Take that and rewind it back. Take that and rewind it back. Take that and rewind it back. Take that and rewind it back. Take that and rewind it back. Take that and rewind it back. Take that and rewind it back. I hope you wasn't thinking I wasn't getting off with the joint. I alleviated, deviated, anticipated the way I rated, invaded the product who numerated. I illuminated and made it, leaving you to debate it. Well, since you up on my property, guess I just real estated. Hadn't truly stated and mutilated, all up related. The way I'm spitting them, getting them, leaving them lubricated. I'd appreciated the game with an insane goal, cause the lane changed and changed names and changed foes. May I compose a piece of my pie at the Alamo? My music is usually good for the food, it's good for your soul. So let's reload, I'm going too fast, you just let me know. Flipping it quick, but tip of the lip and I'm coming and gripping and keeping it going. That's so zone, I'm usually brutally keep it clear. I'm steady raising the level, the add a stratosphere. If you want to get at me, it's best you step through the red. In minus 235 days out of the year that you will be waiting and contemplating to get a term. To notice you have no skills on the microphone and get burned. It made me learn that none of my business is your concern. So step to me, verbal weaponry, leaders meeting adjourned. So after this record, I know that you gon' listen. You looking at the speaker like I'm another dimension. So whether you got the vision, you wanna know how I'm freaking the beat, I just tell them just
peep the technique.
Take that and rewind it back. 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 Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Curtis Kincaid. Chi-Town, what up? NY, what up? All my people, what up?
Let's go, man. Let's go. Oh, man, dude. Once again, man. Once again, Blaze, man. Rich Law, the whole crew, everybody that was in that video.
Curtis Kincaid.
Kincaid. I like that last name, Kincaid. You know, I think one of the things is that you brought it back, Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah.
For you guys don't know who that is the legendary of Eric B. and Rakim, the lyricist. But being able to have that influence going there, man, I'm just at straw. You guys, when you finish this, make sure you rewind it back and actually listen to it as well, too. But we're going to, hey, our time is up, everybody, but I got something for Young Blaze. I got a Rico No Suave show shirt for you.
Okay.
This is what we do. This is what we do. This is for you, my man. And the reason why I give this shirt to you is because the multiple talents that you have and how on demand you are with yourself.
Nice.
Right? You put an expiration date on things that you do because you know that something else is going to come into your mind that you got to go to the next part and the next part. But also being a professor, man. I talk about being a professor and also the value that you bring to Chicago, but also internationally as well too. So, man, I want to say thank you for being on the Rico No Suave show. You're part of the family. You've always been part of the family, but you're really part of the family now, man.
Hey.
So, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we do, man. Yeah,
Hey,
man. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, man, and welcome to the family and everything, man. So, continue to do big things, man. Continue to do big things. I know you have a bright future ahead of you as well, and your future has always been bright. But everybody, we got to show you his social media as well too. Here is the first one. Now the first one is Young Blaze on Instagram. Everybody on Instagram, make sure you please go ahead and check him out, Young Blaze. And then we have, of course, Young Blaze on Facebook. Make sure you go ahead and check him out there. This is personal one on Facebook, everybody. Don't be spamming them. Don't spam them, man. It's just, hey, if you want to do business, go to his page with Maurice Young Blaze Clompton. So, yeah, Clompton, bring it in, right? And then last but not least, I think we have one more. I think we have the YouTube. Yep, we got YouTube, and I think we got the website as well, too. We got the YouTube. It is www.youngblazesite.com.
There we go.
Yep, so make sure you please go ahead and show him some love. My man, thank you so much, man, for being on the show, man. It's been a pleasure having you on the show as well, too. Everybody, put your hands together for none other than Young Blaze. All right, everybody, we got to get out of here. We want to thank you guys so much for actually being on the show as far as with me today, and also for Young Blaze, and hopefully you got inspired. It's about the philosophy about being independent but being right, and also being conscious about the things and the people that's around you and making sure you're going down that right path, either if it's in the music, film, or just your everyday life. Be kind to everyone, everybody. So we got to show you our social media. It's our website. Website is www.riconosuaveshow.com. Make sure you go and show us some love there. Here's the next one. It is Rico No Suave Show on Facebook. So make sure you go to Facebook and make sure you show us some love there. Here's the next one. Oh, yeah, Instagram. Make sure you go to Rico No Suave Show. Show us some love. Make sure you go and follow us there. The next one is good. You know, it is YouTube. Subscribe. Suscríbete, mi gente. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And last but not least, we do have Mixcloud. Yeah, Mixcloud, that's where it turns into the audio for podcasts. So make sure you guys go and drive and listen to me and Young Blaze having a great time. But everybody, we got to get out of here. But this is our holiday special. We want to thank you guys so much. And you know, when it's the holidays, I want you guys to spend great time with your family and your friends. Be blessed. And also make sure you be kind to everyone. And don't forget, save me that gift. I know you got a gift for me, so make sure you do that as well, too. We'll see you guys later, everybody, as we end off the show just like this.